Yeah.
I move like the map makers carving out the first roads. Dust in my lungs, but the blueprint in my pulse grows. Cities in the sand with the angles on a strict code. Water through the channels like a lifeline in beast mode. Stone on the stone with a purpose in the load bearing. Every single block got a meaning in the soul pairing. People think the ancients were simple with the slow pacing, but they had the stars locked in place like a code tracing. Pressure in the ground when the fault lines breathe. Architects read the earth like a scripture underneath. They aligned every gate with the solstice heat, so the sunrise hit the throne like a crown on beat. They built whole towns with a rhythm in the grid lines. Measured every shadow like a clock for the divine. Stored grain in the vaults for the droughts in the mid-times. Knew the flood years coming from the tilt in the night sky. I walk through ruins like a lesson in the backbone. Every fallen pillar got a story in the crack zone. Civilizations rise when the water keeps the crops grown. Fall when the kings start fighting for the black throne. History repeats like a drum with a slow kick. Empires crumble when the greed gets corrosive, but the builders left codes in the stones if you notice. Blueprints written in the dust for the focus. Underground tunnels with the airflow shifting. Temperature control with the cave wall lifting. Mathematic minds with the instinct gifted. Turn raw earth into cities that the storms never twisted. They map trade routes with the wind and the bird flight. Use the mountain peaks like torches in a firm night. Calculated seasons from the curve of the moonlight. Turn raw chaos into order with a firm strike. I study old walls like a prophecy in plain view. Lessons in the cracks for the ones who wanna break through. Every lost kingdom got a warning in the same hue. We all build truth and the storm's gonna take you, but the ones who carved deep left a message in the framework. Strength in the base so the top never came first. Balance in the plan so the drought never claimed earth. Wisdom in the stone so the ages never changed worth. Now I move with the grid of the builders in the dust storm. Blueprint mind with the fire in the bloodstream. Every new step like a pillar in the front form. Every new line like a brick in the unseen. I don't chase crowns, I'm designing a foundation. I don't chase noise, I'm aligning the vibration. I don't chase hype, I'm refining the creation. I build for the ones who survive every generation. We stay locked into the theme, ancient engineering, hidden knowledge, and the rise-fall cycle of civilizations. But now we go deeper, darker, more revealing, like you're walking through the skeleton of the world, taking notes. I trace old maps where the coastline shifted. Whole ports buried where the seabeds lifted. Tectonic plates like a beast when it shape shifted. Cities disappeared when the fault lines drifted, but the ancients planned for the tremors in the baseline. Built shockproof walls with a pattern in the grain line. Stacked stones tight so the quakes couldn't break spine. Left room for the earth just to breathe through the main line. They carved reservoirs in the cliffs for the drought years. Stored meltwater from the peaks when the clouds cleared. Used the wind tunnels in the walls so the sound steered. Turned every breeze to a signal when the scouts neared. They built watchtowers with a view on a trade path. Measured every caravan's weight from the dust tracks. Knew who was coming by the echo of the hoof claps. Ran whole economies from signals in the smokestack. I walk the ruins like a manual for discipline. Every fallen arch got a warning in the fissuring. Every toppled gate got a truth in the whispering. Every lost throne got a flaw in the positioning. Empires fall when the leaders start drifting. When the grain stores rot and the taxes start shifting. When the builders get ignored and the soldiers get lifted. When the wise men speak but the kings stay distant. But the ones who survive had a science and a framework. Balanced every load so the storms never claimed work. Studied every season so the crops never came hurt. Left coded diagrams in the stones for the same earth. They map wind patterns with the birds in migration. Track moon cycles for the tides in rotation. Use star charts for the harvest foundation. Turn raw ancient with a pure calibration. I move with the grid of the scribes in the dust storms. Writing down truth that the kings never touched on. Studying the cracks where the old world rusts on. Learning from the faults where the weak ones bust wrong. I don't chase crowns, I'm designing the long run. I don't chase noise, I'm refining the core sum.